given the facilities which the tribal groups are given in the constitution.
By asking for geopolitical autonomy,
Uh,
you mean the statehood?
Separate statehood.
No, within the state, that is also stated very, we are right now with the High Court. How can you suddenly dismiss it and say?
It is SLP 002925.
Anything can be pending in the
That
Supreme
issue
Court.
is pending.
The
before
issue
the
is that these are matters that need to be discussed
Court.
in a cool manner outside the court. And
For 5 rounds.
no,
For
that's
the
a
benefit,
miss.
no. No, sir.
Your Lordship, this is not the way.
No.
If you have
No,
a
that was the
prejudice
sub-
against
That was,
them,
that was the substance
against the
of
Kodavas,
matter.
please don't say these things.
It was.
They are only on certain occasions. My prayer is very clear. We are not asking anything except,
I have raised
the
preliminary
prayer is, we are
objections.
not asking anything specific except that a commission inquiry be set up and the matter be undertaken. May I read it? Issue a writ of mandamus or any other writ directing the respondents to formulate, execute a commission under the monitoring of this honorable court to consider the legitimate and rightful demands of the CNC and the internal political self-determination rights under the Constitution of India. Now, before the commission, they can make these submissions, and all the impleaders can go there and make these submissions. It is basically in order to clarify the issues which have been raised, because now we have also been directed by this honorable court to make the Ministry of Tribal Affairs also to be brought in, and hence this is probably the last we will have of any, because all other tribal elements have got what they want under 244. So therefore, this one has been there for some time and it needs to be there to consider, and particularly since it was at one stage a complete state by itself with a very distinguished people, but they are a distinctive group, they are a tribal group, and they need to be given the facilities which the tribal groups are given in the constitution.
By asking for geopolitical autonomy,
Uh,
you mean the statehood?
Separate statehood.
No, within the state, that is also stated very clearly.
Lord, I have raised preliminary objections regarding maintainability of this petition, locus of the petition.
Therefore, we are asking
Yes.
Mr. Swami that whether it means
No,
granting full-fledged statehood or not.
And
not at
the
all.
Prayers,
We have said it very clearly within
whether such a prayer
within
can be
the
granted,
Constitution of India.
is seeking mandamus.
No, all that we are
Maybe-
praying is
maybe
our
there's a-
application may be
Maybe
allowed.
this is.
We'll come on record. We'll file our objections. We are ready.
Yes.
After reorganization of states, it was merged. One of the 5 parts that were merged in the new state of Mysore.
So again, you are seeking statehood. Part C.
No, there's no statehood at all. Absolutely.
Part C itself is about.
Only commission, and the commission can decide anything they want, subject to the, it is after all going to be monitored by the court. There's no question of another state. It's a issue is that, as in other cases, they should be within the state, have certain privileges which a tribal body needs, or tribal associations need to further them. In fact, Your Lordship, if I may refer to your brother, Honorable Judge, there was a Kodava matter which had come before you. I don't know whether you remember, in which you said, give backward class.
Every
is-
word in
that
that judgment I remember.
That is pending before the Honorable Supreme Court.
That's all right. But we are right now with the High Court. How can you suddenly dismiss it and say?
It is
this
SLP
pending?
002925.
Anything can be pending in the
That
Supreme
issue
Court.
is pending.
The
before
issue
Honorable
is that these are matters that need to be discussed
Court.
in a cool manner outside the court. And the commission is the obvious place to do it. And that's all we are suggesting. We are not suggesting either this or that, or binding the commission in any other way.
Division bench, after a single judge's order, division bench affirmed the judgment.
Yes.
Matter is now resolved.
Prayer was of similar nature.
Now, they were claiming ethnic right to carry firearms.
Ethnic right to carry on
Firearms.
No, that's
the
a
benefit,
miss.
no. No, sir.
Your lordship, this is not the way.
No.
If you have
No,
a
that was the
prejudice
sub-
against
That was,
them,
that was the substance
against the
of the matter.
Kodavas, please don't say these
It,
things.
it was.
They are only on certain occasions, they bring
Writ
out.
petition was
And that is
against
the,
their
and
right to carry arms.
women of the society there, they are the ones who take the gun around. It's only in festival occasions. There's no demand at all that they should be allowed to carry weapons around. Absolutely not. So these are the propaganda that has been going on against the Kodavas.
Bring into your prayer about the constitution. It's not necessary to coordinate some statutory framework. You to raise your grievance on some statutory framework.
That's right.
Which is that statutory framework on the basis of which you can plead
These
and
things.
seek the prayer
You,
like to be addressed.
yes, you may give me some time for that. We'll file an affidavit and
Factual aspects we may go through pleading. But for a commission to be constituted by
Which
the
law?
court- by the court's order, there has to be.
So legal framework is
legal
necessary.
framework on
Eh,
which we
eh,
can pass law.
certainly we will
statement of
expect.
I may say
objection, I
so,
raised
even
the
that
first
issue
round.
is covered by judgment.
Yes, please. Your Lordship,
Reading,
kindly
sir.
peruse the para 2 of my statement of objection.
See, if I may refer to Article 244, the
Para 2,
24A,
page number 2. Petitioner herein has existing right. Neither have the petitioner substantiated the respective statute or provisions of Constitution of India which entails
There might
any
not be,
legitimate.
there might not be a statute directly governing the thing. But for a prayer of appointment of commission to be granted and to be constituted by court's order, what are the statutory things to be satisfied by all of us,
Yes.
not only by the petitioner. So that we would like to be
Yes.
enlightened.
we'll file an affidavit on that.
The Commission of Inquiry Act 1952 is the only act.
That is
which-
what, that is what indirectly.
It is not a justiciable issue at all. No, nobody can demand a commission to be
So
constituted.
this might travel in the realm of the Commission of Inquiry Act also.
Yes, yes.
Yes, 1952 Act.
So those parameters we have to be considered. In light of the special facts, of course.